because the government believes strongly that the people deserves the very best. If the federal government is unable to pay attention to that road now for whatever reason, and the state government is in a position to do something, it boils down to the same thing. We're going to have a good road at the end of the day. That's why he has been very persistent. That explains his persistence about fixing that road. So, but bureaucratic bottlenecks here and there again, officialdom, they need to have some documents sorted out, signing, crossing some T's and dotting some I's, and they also delayed the takeoff of the project. It's not that the Ogun State was not ready to take off immediately. The approval was given. But contrary to what some people are saying, there was still the need to get some paperwork done. So that delayed the takeoff.
Okay. Now, so far, has a mobilization started?
I want to tell you that contractors have been, the contract has been awarded since May this year. But the delay from the federal government talking about certain paperwork persisted, and they delayed takeoff of that contract. But that contract was awarded, contractors ready to move to site as far back as May this year. But as I speak with you now, contractors have mobilized all their machineries to site. Greenberg is the company handling the reconstruction. Already, they've been on site for about 11 to 12 days now. And if you have passed that axis of late, the last 10 days or so, you will notice that a lot of palliatives have been done on one side of the road.
I was about asking that areas as palliative measures being completed as we speak.
Now, if you look at it, a whole side of that road have that the palliative coming from Songo.
Okay.
As far as passing through Ota, Wekoro, all the way to Obada here.
E4.
That axis. Pakoto, Itori, Obada.
Okay.
You have the palliative taken from the Yogo end towards Lagos and ending towards at Obada here. The idea is this: you now have that side of the road manageable by motorists. They can pass to and fro on that side of the road, while the real construction work will take off on the other side. So the idea is finish side, then people can begin to manage this side, then we'll go to so we don't want a lockdown on that road due to the reconstruction. So that's why Greenberg started palliatives on one side part of the road as we speak.
Special Abeokuta Expressway by the Ogun State Governor, Prince Dapo Abiy CON. And talking to us about this is no other person than the Senior Special Assistant to Ogun State Governor on Public Communications, Otunba Odufowokan. All right, if you want to be a part of this, you can call our numbers 0803 that people in the area will enjoy. And can you tell us more about the benefits?
I'm sure if I throw that question back to you, you tell me that. Because yes, we have seen the disadvantage of the road being in the state it is over the years.
For several years.
A lot of business concerns in that area has collapsed due to the state of that road. And you have a situation whereby people have abandoned the road, which is ordinarily a short to where they are going, and they now go turn around, take a longer route to get to their destination. These are some of the things that change. And if you understand the fact that this is a government that is committed to the industrialization of their state, the destination of choice for investors, both local and international, how less do you this road when fixed will have impact on this? You can imagine it yourself, because now that road is going to join the numerous number of good roads we have in and around Ogun State that would support the drive by our governor, President Abiodun, to make Ogun State a place where ease of doing business is top notch. You can see the result of all that increase in IGR, a business-friendly environment. So the governor, apart from desiring to stop the suffering of the people, also understands the impact and importance of that road on our economy and our everyday life.
Okay, 0803-437-9453. Don't forget you can be a part of this by watching up, by joining us on our Facebook page at Otunba. So you can be a part of that. And of course, if you want to send in your questions, you can call in on 0803-579453. Hello. Hello, we're with you. What's the name?
My name is Afarada. I come from Abeokuta.
Afa Aralamo from Olaluko, Abeokuta.
Erunwa.
Erunwa. Okay. Let's have your question.
Hello.
Go
Hello,
ahead,
go
sir.
on,
Go
sir.
ahead.
Are you hearing me?
We can hear you. You lost him.
All right. 0803-437-9453 and 0815-032-0226. Those are the numbers to call to be a part of this. Don't forget, this is still a special program extraying the reconstruction of Lagos Ota Abeokuta Expressway by the Ogun State government, and we still have as guest Otudare Odufowokan, Senior Special Assistant to Ogun State Governor on Public Communications. Okay, so SSA, let's talk about the delay. What really brought about the delay since the go ahead have been given since last year?
Yeah,
So
like I
to say.
said earlier, we'll say it's bureaucracy.
Okay.
Like the government himself explained, a lot of efforts, even after the go ahead, were made for some paperworks. You know, it's a federal road. It's a road that the state cannot just for the good of the people. And other things are things the federal government must have input. So between the state and the Ministry of Works, federal, between the state and other agencies of the federal government that must play their own role in it, there were constructed. That's the because we want to reconstruct it. So started looking at so that's the palliative. Where that palliative has gotten to as far as Obada here. Reconstruction will start immediately on the other half of the road that is still looking really bad. But motorists will be using the other half where you have palliative. So it is total reconstruction of both sides of the road. That's the work that you see going on there. And he also asked about the declaration of what it will cost. Thank you. Tomorrow, by the grace of God, the Ogun State government will flag off the project, the reconstruction work on that road. And I'm sure that all questions relating to how long it will take for the public to know, because you have a government that doesn't do anything in secret. The road is meant for the people of the state as well as not be in that state. And then we have finally come to an agreement with the federal government, where we've had the delay all along. That yes, it's time to fix this road. All necessary things have been done. Contractors have been mobilized. Kremborg is there working already. A visit to that place will show you the level of seriousness. And tomorrow we'll officially flag off the reconstruction and the turning of the sword and all that. So I am sure all other questions as regards whatever anybody wants to know about will be answered in due course.
Okay, you can join us on our Facebook page, Okun Radio Abeokuta, and also on our YouTube page, Okun Radio Abeokuta. It's a special program, and we are still with the Senior Special Assistant to Okun State Governor on Public Communications, Otunba Odufowokan. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. What's the name? Okay, where is Mr. Olatunji calling from? All right, go ahead, sir.
That thing has been abandoned for long, and the reason is that the federal government, because of the effort now that gives to Ibadan and so on, so they have abandoned that route for Ogun State. So it's wisdom to take up that route as they want to do it now, because it has made many things to paralyze in Ogun State. So if they can do it, it will bring up many things in Ogun State. So it's good. But my question is this: for how long will this project take us so that we know where we are going? We have started, we have seen it, but it will take us to how many months or a year so that people will prepare their mind, and people that want to do business within the state can now be thinking ahead of them. So
Okay.
thank you very much, man.
Thank you, Mr. Olatunji from Shapadi.
Thank you very much, my brother. Them to join us in that historic moment when finally we are going to start the journey that leads to the end of the harrowing experiences people have been having on that road. So, yet to be abandoned. That I can tell you. For no matter what is required in finance and patience and length of time, our governor is ready. He wants that the good people of the state to enjoy good rides to and fro on that road. And if you look at the efforts he actually dedicated to even just getting the federal government to release the road, that will show you that he's not going to joke with the project, and he would want it to be done speedily. I can assure you that he wants it to be done speedily.
0803-437-453 and 0815-032-0226. This is still a special program extracting the reconstruction of Lagos Otan Abeokuta Expressway by the Ogun State Government with Otunba Odufowokan, Senior Special Assistant to Ogun State Governor on Public Communications. Now, will this program be flagged off?
Tomorrow.
Okay. All right, if you still want to be a part of this, you can still go ahead by calling our numbers to ask your questions or tell us your opinion about this issue that we are talking about. 0803-437-9453 and 0815. So, is there any other thing you want to talk about? Road users, especially the drivers who want to drive recklessly, what's your word of advice for these people and even on this road?
Generally, road users
And
generally.
the pedestrians
Are you
too.
driving? Are you in the bus going? Are you even whatever it is, the manner in which you are using the road? This is the time for you to play your own role. You will recall that we are all giving accolades to Mr. Governor, Prince Dapo for his own insistence and persistence that should be fixed. He has played his own role in spite of all difficulties, in spite of all the hardship and whatever. He took the kind of person he is. Prince Dapo is a listening governor and a doing governor. He's a doing leader who listens to you and decides what is the best way to respond to you. And he will not just try to do it, he will get it done. So he's a doing leader and a listening. He has listened to him to do on Lagos Otabe Okuta Road. It is now our turn as citizens to now help the project. How? Patience. When you use that road now, don't forget that we told you that just half of the other half of the road is where palliative has taken place for both going and coming on that road to use. So it requires a lot of patience. If we are not patient and we face ourselves headlong on that road, refusing to yield, it will create that uh, lockdown we don't want. And I want to tell you that if there is a lockdown there on that axis, it will affect the ongoing work, thereby extending the time of finishing it and delaying the time we'll start enjoying that beautiful dividends of democracy. So I'll advise that we all patient. There will be security operatives, traffic officers deployed to that axis, working hard to ensure that everything is in good state. Let us obey them. Let us be patient with ourselves and with the authorities at this period in time so that that project will be finished in good time and there will be no unnecessary incidents that will disturb what we want done there. And we also use this opportunity to appeal to our brothers, our sons, and our fathers in that axis that nobody should disturb the contractors and the workers there. Give them all the necessary support so that we can have that delivered in good time.
Okay, it's done to Ogun State Governor on Public Communications. I want to thank you
It's a
sincerely
pleasure.
for
Thanks
being
for
a
having
part
me.
of this special package where we have been talking about the road infrastructure being embarked on by the Ogun State government, most especially the Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, which is to be flagged off tomorrow by the governor of Ogun
By the
State,
governor himself.
Prince Dapo Abiodun, CON. Thank you so much for all who gave us moral support. The Deputy General Manager, we thank you so much. The Manager Program Services, Mr. Kola Ajayi, thank you so much. Aditope Adibo, thank you. And then Adido Imbangbade, the guy in charge of ICT. Tope Babalola has been the announcer. My name is Titilope Awobajo. SSA, once again, I want to thank you for
Thank you
coming.
for having me.
Have a wonderful day.